teacher. Good evening. Can you hear me clearly and see me too? I think we can start finishing class. We cannot wait the others. I'm so sorry. I think we can start now. I mean, can you hear me clearly? Yes? Hello?
Hi, teacher. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Ah, okay. Here you go. Yeah. I can hear you clearly now. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. So teacher, have you got ready your lesson material for your demo?
Sorry, teacher. Can you repeat the question?
Okay. You are Thania. Okay, for Thania, tomorrow is your demo.
Sonia.
Thania, right.
Yes,
So
yes, teacher. That's right.
your demo is tomorrow, right? At 5 p.m.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So have you
teacher.
got already the lesson material?
Yes, I've downloaded it onto my drive.
Okay. Hello. All right. So can you put it here in the
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I mean, hello? Can you still hear me? Can you put it here the lesson material in our blackboard?
Okay. I'm just waiting for it to load.
Ah, okay. Let
Okay.
me see. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So your lesson material is started to unit 12, right? Is it
Yes.
the title
Yes.
is starter to unit 12. Okay, let me see. Oh, what
Oh, is
happened?
it not the one with the fox?
This one?
Just waiting. Let's
Can you
see.
see your lesson material here in our board, in the
Yes, I can
blackboard?
see,
Okay.
teacher.
I think this is your lesson material that I sent you earlier.
Yes.
This is the
Yeah,
one.
yes, that's correct.
That's correct. Okay. So have you already reviewed your lesson material?
Yes, I've looked at the
Mm-hmm.
teacher Yin's sample lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've also read through my material. Um, so I just need to sit later on and just practice, to make it like engaging and interactive. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to have some props as well,
Mm-hmm.
just so that, yeah, it can be like, up to the standard.
Mm-hmm. All right. So by the way, may I ask if it's your first time to use Clazine in the class?
No, I've had training before, so I know how to navigate like the text, the brush.
Mm-hmm.
I can also cut and paste
Mm-hmm.
from Copilot pictures, or like maybe if the learner doesn't understand something,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just quickly, I would have Copilot minimized, and then just, cut and
Mm-hmm.
paste and stick it onto the blackboard, because
Mm-hmm.
some learners, they need to visually see
Yeah.
what you actually speaking about. So to be quite honest, I can navigate the app. I've had two demos before,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been unsuccessful. I'm not sure why.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had a demo last week, Friday, but then the ESL teacher said like she was very happy, but then she said I needed to, um, like, I don't know, pay, like also pay
Pay?
a fee. So
Huh?
I'm not sure like what they actually wanted from me.
Hold on,
So
hold
I
on.
don't know.
You're having a demo and there's a fee. I don't understand.
Yeah, so after the demo, like the ESL teacher said like I need to pay.
What?
So, but I didn't pay anything because she said like, they were very happy and
Mm-hmm.
HR like wants me, but I need to pay.
Mm,
So, like I'm not sure what,
that's crazy.
and
And I think it's a
they
scam.
haven't gotten back to me. Oh, okay. Probably,
Yeah,
but
because
it
okay.
wasn't with
Yeah, sorry.
a student. It wasn't with like a student. It was with um like this lady. She says she's like an ESL
Mm-hmm.
teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Um but I just it's like been my biggest goal for 2026 to be an ESL teacher.
Mm.
So I'm really hoping and praying that I can, make it work. Let's see what happens.
Okay. So your last demo before, do you have any recorded demo? Did you record that demo so that
No,
you know I can see how did you
no,
not? Mm. Okay.
no. I actually should
Mm-hmm.
have recorded, but it wasn't a requirement on their side for me to record. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I should have actually just done it.
So you have the recorded video. Can you put it here in the board on the board so maybe I can
Oh
watch
no.
it says
Okay, I don't have teacher Yen. Like I said, I should have actually
ah
recorded, but I
mm-mm.
didn't.
Okay. So all right, yeah. How about the lesson material? What lesson material did you use? That specific demo that
So
you're talking about.
it was like a conversational story lesson. It was about a
Mm.
monkey named Wukon and
Ah,
a
I know that.
lady by the
Yeah.
name
Mm-mm.
Huan Yin.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
And so it's like I made it very interactive, I
Mm.
gave rewards on
Mm.
time.
Mm.
Like I use the text, I use
Mm.
the brush like the circle. I
Mm.
explained what the word monk meant. Um,
Mm.
like I asked, the like student also, questions so that your
Mm.
TTT, your teacher talking time is not more than, student
That
talking
yeah.
time.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So like I say, teacher Yen, I don't know like what's happening out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd really love to explore the
Mm.
ESL
Right.
world.
Mm, mm. Okay. Right. All right. Yes. So thank you for that information. So with this one, I want you to know that you're unique. I mean, you have your own style. You have your own way of teaching because you're unique, as well as
Okay.
me. So with that, I don't know what way of teaching you have, but whatever it is, I wanted to add some of my techniques. That's why we're here. So, well, and then I just want you to know also that my way of teaching is not that really the best, but I assure you that it is effective because I'm using this for 5 years and I'm using this kind of way of teaching
Wow.
from young to adults. Yeah, but it's not effective. I mean, it's not the best. It is not really the best.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, have you seen my yeah, that my example class, right? That's the way
Yeah,
how I
yes, I've
teach.
seen
So what can you say
okay.
about that?
So
What's your feedback or comment that maybe I want to hear it first?
so from my observation, I think the most important thing is that teacher Yan will always like not tell the student what the answer is. So you'll open the floor to like, can you tell me maybe like what is a fox and where does it live? And like when the learner struggles, teacher Yen will then come in and, like reassure them, especially if it's like a younger learner and say like, don't worry, it's okay. thank you for trying. And then, because obviously, as an ESL teacher, part of our jobs is to obviously, teach English, but
Mm.
also um, like test the learner's knowledge. So that's what I liked is that teacher Yen always asked, like, because you like teacher Yen didn't just like begin the lesson by saying, um, oh, so now we're going to like read we're going to be doing where animals live, bird's new house, and then just jump to the next page. I like that, teacher Yan would ask like an open-ended question like, what do you think is, where do we find birds? Like, where do they live? Can you tell me about their home? Because that's getting the learner to obviously think and speak the language. So that's really what I liked. Also, like the rewards. Like I've seen demos of other teachers, and it's like the reward system is like all over the place. It's like overstimulating. Um, so um, I like that teacher again. Gave rewards like timelessly. Um, and also, teacher Yan like had a way of keeping the student focused on the lesson. Yeah. So that's from my observation. Those are the three things that stood out for me.
Thank you. And that's what I want to hear from you because that's what I want you to do.
Okay.
Again, it's not the best, but as you can see, it is effective. Do you agree?
Yeah. No diff. I agree. I agree. It is.
Right.
So I will sit with the material a bit later on. I currently, I'm from South Africa, so I am a private tutor. So I tutor English, mathematics, different subjects. So my students, they come to me, but should I hopefully uh, get an ESL position, I would then just schedule my students around like the ESL. So the ESL would be like the priority, and then my students would be scheduled around my ESL. So yeah, that's the plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. It's like what I've sent you in Facebook. I put the important information that all the companies that I had are all Chinese account, meaning Chinese account.
Okay.
Uh, of course, we have to focus to the peak hours. So the company
Yeah.
obviously we prefer teachers who can open peak hours because peak hours is a hot hours, all right? So as long as a teacher can available that at peak hours, then the company will choose you. But because I have this kind of problem also with an issue, I got some teachers as well. They passed the demo, but then they told me that they are only available 3 days in a week and available only for 2 hours each
Oh,
day. So that's why I don't understand. I already told them, and all my information are very cleared and detailed, as you can see. But I don't know, after they get hired and they told me this kind of schedule, and I said, I cannot help you with that. So the company didn't
yeah.
hire that teacher.
Okay. So on my side, I only have one student per day. So it's not like, like I'm sitting for like 4 to 5 hours a day.
Mm.
And the Beijing slots is, what is it now? 5 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Yes,
Um,
the peak
and
hours.
I think yeah, I think South African time that is 11 a.m.
Mm,
Up until, so it's actually works out perfect
mm,
um
mm,
on my side.
mm. All right. Yes. Thank you for that information. Well, let's focus now. to how to have an effective classes. Well, in here, why do I come up with this kind of teaching style? Because I have this kind of, this kind of how to say that picture in my mind that, for example, we're gonna have first an example. So I got here two square. It's not really a perfect square, but I give you an example. So this, for example, these two squares, maybe I can say that those are teachers. So this one is teacher A. Okay, so this one is teacher A, and this one is teacher B. Okay, so teacher B is teacher Yen, because teacher Yen always using instructional materials, as you can see, right? As you can observe. Well, teacher A is other teacher, but this teacher only talk and chalk and talk. Chalk, just only chalk. Chalk writing on the board, like just chalk, just that's it. But for you, which one do you think is more effective and why? Teacher A or teacher B?
Mm, I think I'm not sure if I am correct,
Mm.
but I think teacher A and teacher B, because
Only
like
one.
with the instructional, only one.
Yeah, you choose which one is more effective. This teacher with the instructional materials, or this teacher just only chalk and talk. Chalk and talk. Like you talk and you write on the board, or most of the time you talk most of the time.
Okay, I would then say teacher B, with
Mm,
instructional materials. Um, the reason I say that is because if you give an instructional material to a student,
mm,
they need to like think and figure things out on their side.
mm,
Whereas if you chalk and talk, it's like it's what's the word? Like teacher centered, because it's like the teacher is in front of the board and like talking most of the time.
mm-hmm,
Whereas with an instructional material,
mm,
the learner has some um, like not really learn through their own way, but they can sort of like figure things out, but
mm,
obviously with the guidance of the
mm,
teacher.
mm. Right. That's
That's what
correct.
I think.
Mm-mm. That's correct. Okay, so that's why I always put in my mind that whenever I talk, I mean whenever I have class. So let me see what number is this. Started 3 unit 10. Let me see. Is this the one? No, it's 12. It's just only my example, the one that I sent you. But I think the recorded class that I've sent you is unit 10. Am I correct?
The one, yeah, that's the one with the bird and the fox.
Okay, this is the one.
Um,
This is the one because this will be the started to unit 10.
yeah,
This is the one that I've sent you. Is that correct?
yes.
Okay, right. Okay, yeah. So this is what I did. That's why because there are some other teachers who just only do like this. Okay, boys, see you home. Then let's go here, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here. That's it. So this is just like teacher A. And as you can see, it's not that really effective. And the student feel bored,
Mm-mm.
it's not encouraging. Okay, so that's why I always do like this. So the question is, how did I come up with all of those pictures? So I think you know now. How did I get those screenshot and put that picture on the board?
Yeah, so you use your scissors by
Right.
screenshotting. I need to
Mm,
just double check because I know there's a difference with screenshot. Let me just There's screenshot and then there's screenshot without classroom window.
mm,
So I know the one is
yeah,
used
number.
for
Mm,
like when you for
Inside.
your Copilot or your
Mm.
Google. Yeah, one is used for inside and one is
Mm.
used for
Outside.
outside.
Google. Right, right, right. Okay, very good. So this is what they use. The most important that tools that I am always using, Caesars. Because of the reason I need to show more instructional materials so my lesson to make it more interactive, just like here in the example, right?
Okay, I
And
see.
another one. So let's imagine ourselves that we are watching a Korean movie. So are you familiar with this?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. From the word Korean, of course, there are some words or most words we don't really understand. Do you agree?
Yes, teacher.
Right. So that's why we need subtitle. What's the use of the subtitle? Why is it important to use subtitle watching Korean movie? Tell me.
So for myself, I don't like I cannot speak or understand the um Chinese language. So the subtitles for me, I need to read it to understand what they're trying to say in English.
Mm, that's right. So as you can observe as well, every time that I am having classes, I always use subtitle. Subtitle in a way that every time I say, as you can observe in the class, I always write it because not all the time
Write it. I
they
see.
understand what I'm saying. Do you agree? I mean, did you get what I mean?
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
Okay,
I
for
understand, teacher.
yeah, that's why I always do subtitle. I always write what I'm saying. So they can hear me as well
Okay.
as they can read what I'm trying to say. And it is more effective.
Okay.
It's more encouraging. It's more,
Okay. And then
guidance.
the subtitles, teacher Yen, that's in like the Chinese language. I haven't. How do you get that there? Because I don't think I um yeah, I don't maybe I'm missing a step in class in but I just know like how to type the text in English.
It's the same.
But
It's
I
the
haven't
same.
seen.
I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. It's the same as what I said. That the screenshot number two is outside the classroom. So I always prepared
Okay.
my Google Translate and try to screenshot that one, put it here in the classroom. But not all the time. Not all the time. You have to use the Google Translate. You just have to feel first the student, write the question, wait for the student to answer, and then if you can feel it that the student really don't understand what the question is, so this is the time you have to Google Translate. It's not you have, but I suggest
Okay.
in a way that they know what the question is, and this time they can express more ideas about the question that you asked with the Google Translate, but not all the time use this.
Okay. Okay. And then teacher Yen, I just have a question. So after the your lesson, does the parents require you to send your classroom notes?
Classroom notes. Okay. For the classroom notes, I always do like this. For example, I don't do notes, but every time that I have class, especially important notes, I just only do the screenshot and directly send it to class in.
Okay. All right. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm. Right. Okay. Any more questions? Go on.
That's all that I can think of. Like I say, it's just been like I've been honestly trying since October of last year um, to get into ESL, but I don't know.
Mm,
Everybody says like it's so hard to get into ESL, and
mm,
um, like the Chinese standards, it's not like the South African
mm,
standards. So they
mm,
are very like, particular and specific about what
mm,
they want.
mm.
And I'm just
Okay.
thinking like, do the Chinese know how much I love kids?
They want this.
student to express the ideas more fully, not just by answering yes or no or using limited words. What's important is to focus on the quality of a lesson, encourage the student to speak more and guide them to expand their responses. Please don't skip pages and make sure each page includes expansion so the student truly understands the lesson. In this way, believe me, parents will be more likely to book a class with you again. Okay.
This is how
So
we teachers love to teach. Yes?
it's basically like how teacher Yen's sample classroom was in a nutshell.
Yes. And this is what I observe, and this is what they like. Because in this way as well, I learned also from the student based from their ideas. So it's just like I am also a student in the class.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You can learn from one another, teacher and student.
Mm-mm. That's why I always encourage them to talk more, not by saying yes or no, because I cannot learn any if you just only answered yes or no.
Yes or no. Okay. So that's maybe why, like, I don't know, most like people fail their demo because they're not making it interactive and engaging and asking questions and like, so why do you think the sky is blue? Or like, can you form a sentence, um something is blue, or just like, yeah, expanding their knowledge.
Wow. Yeah. Yes. You got it. You get what I mean? So with this one, if I have this kind of demo, as you can observe here, well, again, our demo is only 25 minutes. So it's up to you if you want to expand more. But as you can see here, we have 37 pages. Well, it's not necessary that you finish all 37 pages in 25 minutes because you always give the
Okay.
expansion. Your expansion will depends on the level of understanding of your student.
Okay.
So if your student is smarter than you or than us as a teacher, I think you can finish all 37 pages in 25 minutes. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
right? Mhm.
So it is possible.
It is possible, right? So if you finish 37 pages in 25 minutes, or if you finish 37 pages and you still have time, you can do more expansion just to, consume
Okay.
that 25 minutes. Now, if I have this kind of demo, let's talk about greeting parts. I don't consume time in greeting parts, in greetings. So in greetings, of course, we greet. So I just only say hello, good evening, good morning. Now, as much as possible, I just only do 5 to 10 seconds. Can you see me? Because you know that's very important. Can you hear me? And you know that is very important. And that's it. Are you ready? Let's go. Teacher Yan, why did you not ask names? Yeah, I don't ask names because most of my students they said, "Teacher, you're asking names again. You're not the only teacher asking names today." The other they consume, I need to wait for a minute just for them to say their name in English, and then it's consuming time. I think that's I don't know. So I just only go ahead like, okay, so are you ready? Let's go. Now, the problem is one problem, what's the age of the student? Well, sometimes they're too busy to tell us what's the age. So that's not a problem anymore. Why? Because this is a video class. You can see me. You can see that you're a student. So you have an idea what is the age of your student. Agree?
Yes,
So that will not
definitely.
be So that will not be a problem anymore. The problem is what will be the level of understanding of our student with this specific lesson material. That will be the problem that we need to focus. The level of understanding, right? Because why we need to do
So we
this?
don't
Mhm.
so we don't waste time by saying like, "Hi, how are you? Are you
No,
happy? Are you
no,
sad? What did you
no,
do today?"
no,
All of
no,
those.
no.
Okay.
That will be consuming time, teacher. For me, That's what I said. You're unique. You have your own style. But me, I don't do that. So,
The
mhm,
reason I'm asking is because like with another company, they were saying like you have to like
mhm.
ask the student like how was your day? Did you go to school today? What did you do at school?
Yeah, because
But
it's
then
on
I'm
the
like,
script.
so how? Oh,
Sometimes it's not effective anymore. It's not effective anymore. So as much as possible for the greeting parts is just only do like just do the greetings and skip that part if that's that's on the company because it's scripted. I am in another company as well, a scripted company. All materials are all scripted. So I always rely to the script. So it's very hard for me. Why? Because sometimes the script is not level to that specific kind of student. So that's why I don't always rely to the
oh,
script. I always rely to that my student in 25 class in that very moment, the level of understanding of my student. So I don't waste times in greetings. I want to consume my 25 minutes more from the lesson material.
yeah, that makes sense because then I thought, so how do I like I must now say, hi, how are you? What did you do? What did you eat? Like it's crazy because then when do I get the actual lesson materials?
Mm-mm. Yeah. So with that, let's focus to the level of understanding because why? It's like this. For example, you're a student. Your student knows algebra, but your lesson is like this. You discuss your lesson like this way. Does it make sense?
Mm-mm.
No. All right. So that's why the level of understanding is so important. So if I have to like this, I need to evaluate my students' level of understanding by asking basic questions. First, I let the student to read the title just for me to know if the students really can read those words properly. That's why I let first the student to read the title. And then after that, I know because I believe when you read, you start to comprehend what you're reading. That's why I let them to read.
Definitely.
And
That's
then,
also what I
mhm, yes, teacher, I'm sorry.
no, I said that's also what I liked in Teacher Yen's um the like the introduction of the lesson. It was like can you read the title for me? And then Teacher Yan would ask like questions, not just like okay, bird's new home, okay, now we're gonna go to the next page,
Mm-mm.
just read again. And so because I've seen people like,
Mm.
maybe it's bad for me to watch demo YouTube videos, but I've seen crazy things.
Crazy things. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So with this one also, as you can see here, okay, let's think about the level of understanding because you need to evaluate. That's the purpose, and that's very important. So as you can see here, I got two questions based on the level of understanding. So if you can feel that the level of understanding of your student is like this, then you ask this way. But if you think that if you think okay, I'm gonna find some other picture. Okay, I'm gonna find some other picture. I mean question. I mean like this one. Can you tell me? I got two questions here. Do you observe that those questions differ? I mean they're different. I mean the way I ask, it's different. So I
Yeah.
don't know how to say that. Um, can you tell me what can you say about the first question?
Oh, Teacher Yen's asking me, where do birds build their homes? Teacher, I think birds build their homes in trees.
Right. So as you observe, I mean, what do you observe about these two questions? What's the difference?
What would be the most important thing for a bird when selecting a home? Okay, so the first question is asking where do they build their homes? The second question is asking like what do they need? Like what materials or resources do they need to actually build their home?
Mm. Okay, thank you so much. So what I'm trying also to say is this is I mean this is how I explain why is it important to know the level of understanding of your student. Because if your student can only know 1 plus 1 is 2, then you ask this way of question. But if your student knows what algebra is, then you ask this kind of question. Get the idea, teacher?
Okay. Okay, I understand now, Teacher Yen.
Yes. Yeah. So and then here, as you can see, every time that I ask questions, I make it sure that I always write questions for them to hear me, for them to read what the question is, and then they have a guide to comprehend the question and they can talk more. So I go here, I ask the question here and here. I mean, I let them read. Okay, then read. So with this one, I don't rely to just they only read. I ask again more questions because the goal for me, my goal is to let the student talk more in the class, not the teacher. And then I want
Yes.
to know if the teacher, I mean, I me as a teacher, I want to know too if the student really understand what the sentence they read. So that's
Okay.
why um I think you already seen my video. So as you can see, um I
Yes.
mean I ask again questions after they read the sentence.
Yes.
Mm-mm. So yeah, for example, leaves in a tree. Okay. For example, hold on. I'm gonna write here. I need to write my question here. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
For example, I do like this one. Can you tell me where does this animal live? Uh, then they encourage to answer again this question.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, I
good.
mean,
Then they
I
will
don't know
say,
my, yeah, I don't know. My mind is mixing. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but I hope you get what I mean.
now
Hello.
I
Uh,
know then they will they will like basically repeat the question.
uh,
I mean,
like for,
answer.
mhm, mm-mm. Like for example, in this page. I want the student to read this sentence. This animal lives in a tree. I know for sure that there are some students, for them, reading the sentence is enough. But for
Okay.
me, I want them to know, I want them to feel that reading sentences for me in my class is not enough. My goal is I
Okay.
always want them to understand every time they read. So
Okay.
I will find a way to ask questions for them to understand what they read. That's why I'm going to ask this kind of question. Now, can you tell me, where does this
Yes.
animal live? So this time, they have to repeat again this sentence and they know what is this sentence mean.
Okay. That's
Got the
actually
idea?
that's like thinking like out of the box in terms of not just like okay, um, read the sentence and then it's finished.
Right. Yeah. And that's my always goal. And I do the same here. Here. That this the tree is its home. Then I'm gonna ask again the question. It's the same technique like this way.
Okay.
Right. And then so Here, I always do like this one. I don't just let them read. That's why I'm gonna ask some more questions to do the expansions for them to understand. This is log is, and then if you discuss those words very well, then there's no excuse that they just guess what's the answer here.
A bird is on the log. Okay.
I mean, if they're gonna
I
answer
think
this, mhm,
one of the I
mhm,
think if I remember correctly, Teacher Yen asked what does a log look like?
mhm,
In one of I think because
mm,
then and then what was his name? Was it Jeremy?
mhm,
I think he got a bit stuck in the video, the sample.
mm, mm. Okay, okay, okay. So I got a question like this way. I think if I cannot remember, but I always do basic questions first. I do like that, and then they try to answer. Uh, they try to answer based
Okay.
on their idea. So I think if I can remember, I think Jeff says that the log is long, the log is circle like that. So I show
Yes.
pictures,
Yes.
right? And then one more thing is for me to be able to express Jeff's idea or the student's idea, I always ask again one question, two questions is enough to do the expansion. Then I ask like this way. So Jeff, can you tell me where can you find logs? Logs, right? I ask like this way. And then um I know in their mind that they have already the idea, but they don't know how to express it. That's why I always use pictures for them to guide them
Okay. And
how to
then
say.
I actually just wanted to ask Teacher Yen, the
Mm.
picture with the boy, something about best, if Teacher Yen can just go back.
Which one,
Um,
teacher? I'm sorry. What do you mean?
if teacher goes, if the, there's a picture, if teacher goes back, there was like a picture with a boy, um, and I think the word was best, best. I wanted to ask teacher like how do you um like how would teacher Yen introduce that picture?
I'm sorry,
I think
teacher. Which one?
part of so after if teacher Yen goes back to the picture of the log,
Which one?
yeah,
Which one,
not
teacher?
that. Okay, back
Are you
again.
talking about this?
Yes, yes, this let me just get my pen. So before this, there's a picture of a boy, I think.
Mm, mm, okay.
Or maybe
I
I
I
was
forgot,
imagining.
teacher. Okay, which part? Yeah,
I think it was before this. Before
before
this.
this. Okay, this one.
Yeah.
Twig
I think it was after Twig. Was it
after
after?
twig.
I just remember it was like a picture of this light skin colored boy with I think he had a cup in his hand and and then the word was you are the best.
This one,
Let's
teacher.
see.
Teacher, can you see the board?
Yes. Yes, so
Mm.
this one.
Uh-huh. And
So
then
when you get, oopsie, when you get to something like that, how would teacher, because obviously you now clicking to the next page,
mm.
would teacher Yen say like, can you see the boy? Like, what can you tell me about the boy? or because I'm not sure.
Mm. Okay. The way how I teach is something like I go directly to the word that they need to know. And then this picture
Okay.
I just let them to do the math in their mind that what is the connection with this picture to the word best. That's why
Oh,
I
I
asked this
see.
question. What is the best food you like? And then they're gonna
Oh,
do the math in their mind that, oh, I think there is a connection with this picture to the word best, because teacher always asking me what's the best food that I like, what's the best person that in my family, what's the best thing to do in a
okay.
sunny day. Like, because I am a math teacher as well in other companies, that's why I apply this kind of
Okay.
technique as well in my English classes.
In Okay. Okay, so this is how um like this is how teacher Yen would basically, oh, it's supposed to be an arrow. Okay, because when I saw it, I thought like, how do I like use this picture with a boy? So what do I say about the boy and like you are the best, but now teacher Yen has showed me and
Mm-mm.
explained.
Mm-mm. Right. I hope you get the idea, teacher.
Yes, yes, I do now. I
Mm-mm. Because
do.
as much as possible, I don't spoon feed the idea to the student. I let them to do the math in their mind. Like, what? Because I don't show them. It's like this one. If they have mistakes, I don't say no, but I show them why.
Okay. Okay. I know sometimes as an ESL teacher, if you say like, no, that's incorrect or something, then it like discourages the student.
Mm. Yeah, that's why um I make a way to make them feel like it's okay to make mistakes, because teacher and guide me that
Yes.
this will be the reason why I made the mistake by showing pictures. That's why, yeah, that's my way of teaching. And again, my way of teaching is not the best, but it is effective.
Not effective.
Right. So, teacher, is there
Yes.
any question? I'm so sorry because I have a next class at 8 p.m. I need
Oh,
to prepare.
shame. Okay, no shame. That's all, teacher Yen. I am just going in with putting my best foot forward. And hopefully I hear back from you.
Yes, after the demo. Don't forget to record your demo, and then you're gonna send it to me so that I can send it
Okay.
also to the
Okay.
no, HR. All right. So, teacher, may I ask permission? I will ask permission
Oh,
from you.
okay.
My
For
permission is
oh,
that okay
for
if I'm going to post this training in Facebook with your face? Because I like the way how you explained based on my recorded classes, so that the other teacher can understand why or how do teacher Yan teach in the class. Like, I don't know,
yes.
maybe this way I can help the other teacher to have more ideas, to have more
Yes.
effective classes. Is that okay?
Yes, teacher Yen. That's perfect.
Thank you so much, teacher. Thank you. Thank you. All right, teacher. Thank you so
You're
much. That's it for
welcome.
today.
You're
All right.
welcome.
You can do it, teacher. Bye
Thank you for your
bye.